Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Jason from Straight Edge Knives. Hey, this is going to be real fast, quick. This is going to be set up as a reel, but it's also going to be attached to my review, so go check that out after you watch this reel. Hey, this is pork loin wrapped around a wood dowel, right? We're going to test out the cutting capabilities of this TKELL Knives Outer Limitless Accomplice. I'm going to put this jean material over the top. We're going to do some swiping cuts, and we're going to see how this baby performs. We're going to put that right over there. We'll take these zip ties, zip tie this to the top real fast. Kind of get this done in 60 seconds, so this will make a good reel. Zip tie that right there. We'll zip tie this down here. All right, so you got the pork loin right here. We're going to come in here. Let's get up in here and show you what we got going on. Look at this. Slicing right through. Deep, deep cuts. We can see that. Let me flip the camera around. Look at those deep cuts in there. Look at that. Little slices. That sliced right into that. No problem. Look at that. All the way down to the wood. My goodness. Guys. TKELL Accomplice. Woo! Do not want to be sliced and diced with this bad boy. All right, stay tuned. We're going to get the rest of this review going. All right, everybody. Hey, we're back. Man, that was pretty cool. That was fun. Look at, I mean, geez, Louise, look at that. I mean, that cut all the way down to that wood dowel. That just sliced through that jean material and pork loin like nothing. Now, this wasn't the biggest pork loin. It was actually two pieces that I kind of squished together in saran wrap. I put about, I don't know, 10 layers of saran wrap around this. So I guess you want to act like that simulates skin. But man, that just mangled that. You know what I mean? That's pretty awesome. I already washed my hands, so I don't want to split it all open and have to pause the video again. But hey guys, so again, we're going to be talking about the TKELL Knives Outer Limitless Accomplice. This blade was designed by Eric Outer over at Outer Limitless. TKELL Knives made this, and my goodness, guys, this thing, if you're looking for something maybe a little bit bigger than, let's say, the Raider knife from TKELL Knives, I mean, this is going to fit the bill. I mean, it's a similar blade profile, in my opinion, but you're definitely getting a longer, wider blade, as well as a longer handle. Let's go over the specs on this real quick, and then we'll show you guys the sheath and everything. Got my little cheat sheet book that I wrote the specs down in. If I can get to the page. All right, so these are coming in with 80 CRV2 steel. It's a 0.165 inches thick. It's got a 60 Rockwell hardness. It's dual tempered with deep cryogenic, with deep cryo. I can't even think how to say that right now. I don't know why. It's got the nickel boron, the T1C nickel boron coating on it, which again, if you don't know anything about that, I mean, it's the same type of stuff that's put on AR bolt carrier groups. This gives it this real slick feel, so the blade's easy to clean off, gives it a ton of corrosion resistance. And the coating itself has I think an 80 Rockwell hardness. So I mean, this coating isn't going to come off. I mean, it's going to stay on there for a very, very long time. You have a 3.75 inch blade length, 1.33 inch blade width, a 4.3 inch handle for an overall package of 8.13 inches. I mean, you can see there. I mean, I wear XL gloves. I'll hold this bad boy. I mean, it comes all the way to the end of my hand right here, no problem. You have the lashing bolts, the proprietary lashing bolts from TKELL Knives, so you can run paracord through there. You can use either one of these, both of these, to lash it to a pole to make a spear if you needed to, or just have a lanyard on there. It comes with the ambidextrous slimline sheath, Kydex sheath, and as always, I mean, the TKELL does a phenomenal job with the sheath. I mean, there's no rattle in this one at all. It's just slick, very, very secure, very slim. I mean, you carry this in the scalp position down here. It's not stabbing you in the gut if you're a fat guy like me, or in your leg. You can carry this all day. Again, as with all TKELL knives, when these become available to order again, because currently they're sold out, not available for pre-order again yet, but when they are available, you will be able to choose your option of belt clips. So like you can go with like a 1.5 or 1.75 horizontal. There's also some vertical style clips that you can order. So that's one of the really cool things with TKELL knives is you're always able to kind of customize the blade to some degree, or like with your sheath carry system. As of right now, there's no different color combinations options. There's no different scale options yet, but I imagine when these go back into pre-production or when they go into production again, I can't see Mr. Kell not offering, but I could be wrong. That's just speculation on my part, so don't take that for gospel, okay? But as of right now, they just come in the black, but it's fine. It's a beautiful color anyway. I mean, black goes with everything, right? And of course, it has this G10, not G10, grenade pattern scalloping that Tim Kell does. And it's just, I mean, it's just everywhere you put your hand, it feels just great. Flip it around. I mean, your thumb can rest nicely over the top here. I mean, you can come in a pinch grip and do some finer cutting work. I mean, it's just pretty awesome. So let's get into some cutting real quick, guys. Let's something a little new here. I was digging through my drawer and I found this old leather belt. I mean, this is, I'm saying old, man. This thing's probably a good 16 years old, but it's finally gotten wore out. The holes are all stretched out and for me gaining and losing weight, but let's cut this leather belt. Whoop, right there. Nice clean cut. We've got to come down and do some look at that push cut right through it. I mean, you can see several layers of leather in there. Cut right through it, no problem. Very nice. That was a really nice belt, but it got old. It was just really stretched out. I got this corrugated kind of plastic tubing. This stuff's usually never a problem to cut, but you know, just like to show it. Come in there. We got to do like a precise cut little sections off to make your pull hose fit. You can come in there and do that. Come in here and kind of push cut right through it, no problem. I mean, pretty easy stuff, but you know, I still like to show it just so you know. Where'd that go? I had a oh, so this was a zip tie I used to, you know, secure the pant leg around that pork loin, but you had to come in here and cut your zip ties off for whatever reason. I mean, you can easily do that. Come in here, no problem at all. You know, sometimes zip ties can be a pain in the ass to cut, but here we go with that ever popular fun poly rope. Stuff is always a mess. Never the easiest stuff to cut, but hold to swooped all the way through that, right? Look at that, cut that raw for no problem. But I'm not done cutting it. We're going to cut it some more. Come in here. No problem. One thing with TKELL knives, freaking edges are amazing on these things, man. Like, I don't know how he does his edge geometry, but he he makes them slicey and he makes them strong, because that Raider video I did and the Mercenary video I did, I doing all the testing stuff that I did with it, plus stuff I did off camera, the edges hold up phenomenal. I mean, no chipping, no rolling. They're still sharp as hell. I haven't had to touch them up or nothing. I mean, he just does a fantastic job. Gonna make a feather stick, you know, you gotta do a little shaving, trimming or whatever, you know. Come in here, slice these off. This is another fun way I see people do this too, where you take your knife in here, you can come in here and shave off your shavings like this. And there's a little bit of that feather stick. I mean, you can kind of make some fine shavings. Then come back in here, you know, you need to make some even finer ones. You can go in here and make your finer ones if you need to. No problem at all. Let's you know, let's cut the end of this off here real quick. Get my little toning stick here. If you had to hammer through this and make a nice clean, try to make a clean cut. Sometimes these wood dowels break off. Yeah, went through and stuck the blade in the stump. There. That one went way over there, but we're gonna grab this one so we can see that cut. So you can see there, nice clean cut. You had to do it with a little bit bigger. This is a 3/4 inch thick dowel rod. Let's do this one. Hopefully it doesn't shoot off on me over there. And it kind of shot off on me. Actually, I should have probably had that wood dowel a little closer to the edge. I smacked my finger a couple of times with my stick. If you didn't notice that, like a dodo. There he is. Look at that. Nice clean cut. Very good. Very good. Yeah, smacked my finger pretty good there. That's all right. I do it for you guys. You know, gotta suffer for the art, right? This is a propane hose right here. Again, this stuff is really thick, super hard. It's got reinforced like nylon string or something like that in there. Had to come in here and cut off a piece of this. Just do a push cut. Bam. Cut it nice and clean. See there, there's that piece. Got to cut that in half. We can always come in here and do another little push cut. Cuts that right in half, just like that. No problem. What else we got in here? Oh man. Oh, extension cord. I like to do this because it's a, to me, it's a good test. But if you had to come in here and you could choke back a little bit like this and give it a little whack, cut a piece off, no problem. Finger's starting to hurt a little bit there from that whack I took, but we get a longer piece of this. Get a little bit longer piece so I have actually something to hold on to. That piece is a little narrow. You can come in here. Bam. Cut through that, no problem. Had to work it a little bit, but clean cuts through the wires, no problem. Got 3 strands of copper wire in there. What else we got? Obviously, you've seen it cut through some jean material, but we're going to cut in here and cut some more of that, like that, no problem. So we had to cut a pant leg off. Stabbing. Got to see how it stabs, right? I mean, stabs deep. Stabbing into that stump. There's no chipping, no damage. Tip is still sharp. But here we go. We got this phone book here. It's what, I don't know, it's about quarter, probably about a 1/2 inch thick. It didn't go all the way through. Just barely. Tip barely came through on that one. Let's do it again. Stuck in the stump, actually. So I got the tip all the way through there. Cool. So we know it'll stab no problem, which I didn't suspect there would be an issue. This blade, I did it with a Raider. Excuse me, the allergies are messing up my sinuses and I'm congested, so I have to keep clearing my throat, and I apologize for that. The Raider, I was able to actually baton through a log about this thick around with it, so we should be able to do that with the Accomplice as well. Let's put this bad boy right here. Try not to smash my finger again. Shit happens, right? Put this right here. So I don't have a ton of space to hit on the tip right here, so I'll have to scoot back a little bit. Go right here on the handle. Pick this up. Let me see if I can feed it in there. Give it a little bit more space there. Again, this isn't the longest blade, so that is something to consider if you do have to baton with it. Of course, you only want to do this in an emergency because that's designed to be a batoner. But you can't baton with it. You can break your stuff down. I could easily take this, break this down even thinner. Going right through a knot right there. So you can break your wood down even farther if you need it to. Keep breaking this down. So you have tons of, shavings, little pieces that you can make your fire with. Getting blood on my blade, bleeding a little bit there. Like I said, I smacked my finger pretty good. But I suffer for the art, people. I suffer for the art. But guys, this so I see people do this on Instagram and stuff like that all the time. I don't know if I can do this. So this could be a massive fail, but after all this batoning and stuff like that, I'm going to see if I can do this whole push it straight, just set it right here, push down and cut through it. Woo! Look at that. Pretty nice. I'm going to work on the whole thing where you just go, but I haven't tried that yet. So, but hey, that was a paper towel cardboard tube. I was able to just rest it and push it down and cut through it, no problem. Man, this thing is cool. I really like this blade. I really like the Raider, and I really like this one. I mean, they both have a somewhat similar blade profile. There's some differences for sure, but I like them both. They both have a concealability factor, but this one's giving that little extra grip if you have extra larger hands or like extra large hands, and you need that extra grip, or you even need that extra blade length. I mean, you're going to definitely get it with this Outer Limitless Accomplice. I mean, this is a great kind of all-around blade right here. It's got a nice blade length. I believe you'd probably be legal in most states with this blade length. I could be wrong. Definitely check your knife laws. I know that's something that's been kind of coming up a little bit more lately. Is, you know, there's tons of blades out there that people would love to get, but they just can't legally carry them in their state. So, you know, whatever knife laws you have in your state, definitely check your knife laws before you start buying stuff and carrying it. A lot of stuff you can still buy, but you may not be able to carry. So just check your knife laws. I hate to see anybody get picked up for a felony or anything like that for carrying a knife that should be legal. But that's a whole other discussion, right? But this thing would be a great addition to your rotation. I mean, it's such a slimline blade. Like, you can easily concealed carry this, or even vertically carry it if you buy the vertical carry options. This thing is pretty badass. I like it. It's slick. Eric Outer does a good job designing blades. He's designed for some other companies as well. This is his offering with TKELL. TKELL Knives did a phenomenal job making this blade. As you can tell, it cuts through stuff easily. It can do a lot of your simple woodworking processing tasks. It's definitely a capable EDC self-defense blade, because I'll tell you what, I would not have wanted to been on the receiving end of those 3 swipes I did, because these are all deep, nasty cuts in this pork loin. I really would love to get a whole pig and take a bunch of my blades and just do some stabbing, testing cuts. But you know, that takes money to be able to buy a whole pig. So to do that, I mean, some people would say it's a waste of meat, but I think if I could find one that's maybe not going to be used for food, that'd be pretty cool to do a whole video just going to town on a pig with like all the different blades that I have, just to see what they can do. But I can tell you this Outer Limitless Accomplice can definitely do some slicing and dicing. Guys, if you're interested in this blade, I'll have a link to TKELL Knives. It's actually an affiliate link. It'll be tkellknives.com/straightedge knives. If you utilize that link to go to TKELL's website and you look around, or you buy something, and it really helps my channel. Maybe it'll help me get the little bit of cash inflow that I need to buy that whole pig to make that cool video for you guys. That'd be awesome. Tim Kell did send this knife to me, but I'm being completely honest with my review on it. Again, I've said it before and I'll say it again. If I get a blade in, I don't like it. I don't like the way it feels. Something about it doesn't fit my needs. I won't do a review on it. That's not to say, you know, again, not to say that you won't like it, so I'm not going to ever trash anything, but I'm not going to do a video on it if I don't like it. And I've been honest about that with Tim Kell. I've been honest about that with anybody that's ever sent me a blade, which has only been a couple of people. So almost everything I buy, trust me. But anyway, thanks again for watching. Again, if you're interested in this blade or any of the other TKELL offerings, please utilize that link below in the description. Happy hunting on looking at all the beautiful blades TKELL makes, because there's a bunch of them, and trust me, I want a few of them. I actually just bought another one last night. I am buying knives from them. I'm not just getting stuff for free. I bought a sapper last night, so as soon as I get that in, I'm going to be doing a review on that. And I also have a striker coming, and when I get that, I paid for that one as well. And when I get that in, I'll be doing a review on that as well. And that one actually is going to be cool because it has, I also ordered the Century grip with it. So they actually, I can switch the grip out and give it a ring as well. So that'll be cool to check that out and see how well that holds up in testing. I know I'm rambling on. Sorry about that, guys. Just sometimes when I get going talking about knives, I just keep going. I keep thinking of more stuff to say, and I probably need to just stop sometimes. But hey, thanks for watching. Stay safe, stay sharp. We will see you next time.